Critical Art Podcast with clever art and jonyfraze. Get critical. Master the art. Fight.
Hey, what up, guys? You already know who it is. It's your boy Clev and the one and only
Johnny Frizzle, Jonyfraze, you know the deal. What's up, guys?
Yes, sir. Coming at you with a sneak attack.
The overhead. The overhead, man.
Overhead.
The drive rush. The drive rush into throw.
Bet you didn't see this coming, guys. What up? We back.
That's right. Yeah, we back. Critical Art Podcast. I think it's been over a year since we've done one of these. But it was just random tonight. We were just like, you know what? Let's get together. Let's put down our thoughts. Catch everybody up. You know, we got Street Fighter 6. We got a lot of things that went down over the last couple months. But yeah, what do we got first, Clev?
Yeah. So a lot has happened since we last spoke, guys, and we're basically gonna break down like what we've been through, what we've been doing. You know, so first off, I think we did Combo Breaker this year. Big.
Yeah.
Major, right?
So let's break down the story. So we got invited out to Combo Breaker.
Yep.
Because we actually got commissioned by the Hado himself. Shout out to Rick. For the God.
Rick had some amazing concepts, so we were fortunate to work with him with, and one of them was the Shoto Days T-shirt, which was a big hit. Which, if you don't know, I believe it's still available on their website, right?
Yeah, it's kind of the Combo Breaker site's been kind of like wonky, but I'm sure they're gonna resell it next year. If you guys didn't know what that looks like, it looks like the Gorillas cover of Demon Days, but Clev replaced basically all of the characters with all of the Shoto or like Street Fighter, KOF, Tekken characters, from Smash Brothers that are in. So it was Ryuken, Kazuya, and Terry.
Terry.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Cool. And in the style of the Gorillas, and that basically got us that went on the T-shirts actually, and that got us the invite to come out to Combo Breaker, and Rick blessed us with a table, and we got to meet everybody from the Midwest, and just, man, that event was unlike anything I've ever seen. I've been to Evo. It's definitely a step down from Evo, but it's so much more FGC. I don't know how you felt about it.
I felt, it was like rejuvenating. Like it was like, bro, all the hard work that we've done,
right?
Like we get to see it and enjoy it with our friends and supporters and stuff.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was just an amazing experience. I got to hang out with my best friends and such great energy throughout the whole event, bro. We had a blast, and we did that little funny video, remember?
Oh, right, that's right. Yo, and we drove out there, guys. It was nuts. It was like 12 hours, whatever, back and forth.
An adventure,
it was an adventure. It was fun. Oh, yeah, duh. And the other thing that we did for Combo Breaker was, so we did that one, and then we did the Nagoriyuki as a Notorious B.I.G. cover of Ready to Die, but the baby.
The infamous baby cover.
Yeah. The baby cover.
So
we did that.
So yeah, man.
And I did the theme music.
That's right. You also did the theme music and you mixed the video, right?
I didn't do the video. But I did do the audio for it, the trailer music, and that was pumping throughout the event as well. And I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe this is my music just pumping.
It's some awesome mix.
Yeah.
That's so sick, man.
And then we sold a ton of prints. We gave away 2 fight sticks for the raffle. Like some dudes were dropping like $200 on raffle tickets.
it was nuts. They were going crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
The spotters were beautiful.
Yeah.
We sold a whole bunch of prints. I sold out for my canvases.
Yo,
like I said,
we sold out. We didn't even come back on Sunday. We made a call. We made we made a corporate decision to not come back on Sunday because we kicked so much butt on Friday on Saturday that we just said, screw it. We're just gonna enjoy it, and we enjoyed Sunday. Yeah, we just enjoyed Sunday. But awesome. Damn, what else we do? We've been busy throughout. We were still knocking out commissions like left and right. Mm-hmm. I built so many Espadas for people since then. They're all over. You can see them on the website. There's like a little gallery on JxKDesigns.com. And then recently we got invited again to East Coast Throwdown. Again, we got blessed with a table because I did a collaboration with the East Coast Throwdown team and Hitbox. Shout out to the Hitbox guys. Shout out to Cameron for making this happen, as well as Zach from ECT. But right, and Walter, my bad. And then but we got together and we did like a commission where we used their key art. Shout out to Diane Plant.
Amazing artist.
Yeah, amazing artist. And then we did that, and that gave us the golden tickets to get a table, at ECT. And then again, we rinse and repeat, man. We just slayed it at ECT.
That's like ECT is what we
home.
Consider like home base.
Yeah, home base.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's home.
Yeah,
and it felt good to be back. We still had the COVID. Situation was like people were slowly getting back together.
Right.
And it was like this year was like the moment where everyone's like ready to go, like ready to get these locals back going, and it was pretty awesome to be back home at ECT. Honestly, I mean. We got some of the coolest friends and family. We're hanging out. We're friends, bro. It's amazing, dude.
Yeah, people just coming up saying hi, and like they know us from, I don't know, whatever, social media. Mm-hmm. They know us from Twitter. Yeah. They know us from, and all this random stuff. And it's just like mad humbling. I'm just like geeked every single time. Like, geez, And like, people be asking Clev to sign like prints and everything. That's wild, dude. I'm like,
it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful, man. It's awesome that they dig our stuff, man. And shout outs to the community. Really awesome people.
Yeah. Shout out to our Discord crew too. Those guys are ride or die. So shout out to those guys.
Yeah, man. If you haven't, join our Discord, man. We got an awesome community. It's a lot of respect going on in there. It's just awesome, man.
Nice. All right. What else we got?
We did ECT. Events that we got coming up, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've been throwing events. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, that's right. Talk about it.
Yeah. So we've been throwing events. We've been, maintaining the Rival Fools brand that me and Clev came up with like right at the beginning of COVID when everyone was still freaking like scared to death to even breathe.
It was like at the precipice of COVID. Like it was crazy.
Right. Like, remember we started as an online thing just to kind of cover ground, while people were stuck at home. And then we kind of navigated. I actually stopped doing, that's the one thing. I stopped doing the online stuff in favor of offline because I just think it's so much better. It's so much more enriching. So we have Hackensack Brewing Company as one of the venues. And then now we have the spot, Bravery Studio. Shout out to our boy Marv. Shout out to Steve. Yeah, those guys. Definitely made us feel welcome at home. So now we got two venues to kind of work with. One's like the party thing, go out, have a beer. The other one is like super nerd out tournament. And so our next event is for Halloween, right? It's the Hackensack Brewing. Yep, Hackensack Brewing. The 27th. So that's kind of like a Halloween jam. You can cosplay. Just come out, have fun. No tournament or anything like that. Just have fun. I'll probably have like Street Fighter 5 and Strive set up, and just people jam out and have fun. And then on some serious note, probably the last thing we're gonna do for Street Fighter 5 would be at Bravery, and we're gonna have a tournament. It's called Rival Fools Tournament Edition on the November. What is it? 19th. 19th. Yeah. And shout out to Miss Patricia. She's basically captain of that ship. I'm just kind of supporting her. She's been putting all the sponsors together, getting everything all set up for that. And you should check it out. And guys, we have a website now, rivalfools.com. So if you guys want to see any of the future events, even past those dates that we told you, you guys should check that out. But yeah, that should just catch us up on like what we've been up to. What did we miss? We miss anything?
Did we mention Defend the North?
Oh shoot, yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay, so Defend the North, we had the 23rd. It's 3 days, right?
It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that.
Yeah, so I kind of like
October. That is, guys, October.
Yeah, October. So we either be there for one day or I don't know, maybe Friday. It depends. Like I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But we're definitely there for Saturday, right?
Yes. So
we're definitely there for Saturday, and we have an Espada giveaway, right?
Correct. We have like the Defend the North themed Espada. All button controller, not a normal joystick. I never really give away those, but this is the first time I decided to do that. And then so we're gonna use that as a raffle. Clev, what do you got cooked up?
And I got a mashup between Balrog and the Biggie with the Gucci sweater and the shades. So I cooked that up real quick to go with the Espada piece you did. So we'll have I think I'm gonna have 2 posters of that giveaway for folks after the Espada. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a lit day.
Yeah, come see us. We're gonna have the normal, selection of Brooklyn Zoo. Yeah, selection of prints. That should be pretty fun. It's kind of close to home. It's in Brooklyn, New York. We're in Jersey, so it's not that far.
Also, I'll be having. Oh man, I got some great ideas, John.
Oh.
So also, I'll be having some traditional pieces available. If you are a collector out there and you're looking to grab a clef piece, at this very moment, the only place to get them is at our current locals. So you either come to Rival Fools or you come to Defend the North. But I got some stuff cooking up.
Oh, right.
Wait to show you
yeah,
guys.
Clev, you got to give away something for the winner of the cosplay contest. If anybody comes,
of course.
Okay. Yeah,
easy.
Anyway, so we got a lot of fun stuff for you guys. Definitely check us out, rivalfools.com, or at JxKDesigns on social media, or even my account at jonyfraze, at Clev. Clever art. Yeah, you guys know where to find us.
All right, now that the housekeeping is done,
mm-hmm.
Let's get to the meat.
The meaties.
Let's get to the meaties. All right, so me and John are indeed Capcom creators. And
right. We didn't even. Wait, hold on. we have to back up. We didn't. Since we last did this podcast.
Right. Yo.
We both got applied and got accepted to the official Capcom creator team. Which it's honestly, it's nothing more than just like a Discord that we have access to, but we do get kind of certain perks. And okay, go ahead. now you can talk about.
Yeah. So you get certain perks. It's a great Discord. It's driven by great positive folks in the community, and it's awesome to be a part of. So
a lot of content creators, cosplayers, artists, gamers, content creators.
Then they give out stuff. It really is great.
Oh, they have contests
in there.
Yeah, Clev has won like 3 contests already.
Oh no! Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So their first contest, we entered the day before it was over. I think I streamed it. It's basically
Jill,
we
right?
drew Jill.
Yeah, Jill.
But the Marvel vs. Capcom version with her gear like that. And we did it one day. We drew it and colored it, inked it one day, and then we won it.
Yeah, and now Clev has a custom Resident Evil PlayStation 4.
It's my only trophy I've ever won for art, and it's staying in that fucking box. You know what I mean? That's my trophy right there.
That's crazy. So anyway.
Yeah. So moving on.
Yeah.
we've got to experience the beautiful,
the
awesome.
Yep.
Street Fighter 6 beta.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. So we're gonna break down what we think of it by parts. So the first part we're gonna go into, John, I ask you, what are your thoughts on the visuals?
Okay. Like as far as just the game itself, I think the aesthetic, the theme, I mean, shoot, it's right up my alley. I for some people this isn't up their alley. It's like kind of, maybe it's been overdone. Maybe they think it's played out. But to me, like the hip hop themes, like the beats, even the jazz in the lobby, like it's like, dude, awesome. Everything's up my alley. Like with the graffiti stuff and just like, oh my god, like this is heaven as a game. Like, as far as visuals, I like how the gameplay looks. I think the movement of the game feels like really, really smooth. It's not like jarring. Like when I first played Street Fighter 5, it was kind of like jarring, and then I got used to it. It's more akin to like, it kind of feels like a 2D game that turned into a 3D game. I don't know. I think the stages are fantastic, right, for what we got to see. The character design I really like. As far as like the game, the menus are really cool. There's a lot of cool options in the menu, and training mode this is the best training mode that I've seen now. I think the one that was really good was Skullgirls. But this one, it actually trumps all of it. Just like the meters, they show you like the negative frames, plus frames, like, recovery and all that. It's like fantastic now. What's your take on the visuals?
I think visually, presentation wise, the package wise, the menu.
Yo, I need that font.
The menu, the graffiti art.
Right.
I mean, the character in-game art. That splash style, that graffiti style, that stencil style.
Yeah.
Holy shit! God. It's like, bro, who these guys. What are their names? I don't remember their names, but the new producers, right?
Yep.
They definitely come from where we come from, dude. Because it's like everything we love, it just balled up together visually. Like it looks beautiful, and the characters are beautiful. You got the muscles flexing.
Oh, right.
You got their the visual aesthetic of Kimberly, the way she moves and just everything about like the motion of the game is really awesome. And what else? Again, like the art itself, like I'm just at years we always looked at like traditional Capcom artist stuff, and you get used to that look.
Right.
And I was a little iffy here, you know what I mean? But now I'm not, bro. They know what they're doing. They got their theme locked in.
Yeah. It's like they stuck with it. They're like, this is what we're doing, Yeah.
It's just awesome. I mean, given the trailer is awesome, bro. Whatever they're doing, I just want them to keep doing. It's just they're on a great path visually. I can only imagine what these new characters look like and all the other characters, and the stages are awesome. And the stage with the cherry blossoms, awesome stage.
Yeah,
awesome stage. Like you see those effects on the ground. When Kimberly, cool fact. When Kimberly does her super, if it doesn't kill you, the graffiti stays on the ground the whole round.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Is sick. I mean, these little things, like you can tell that they're putting so much love into this game. Like, that's all I got. I mean, I'm happy with everything, bro. I cannot wait to unlock the art that's in the game.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Look, like guys, like this is a closed beta. I guess the ratio of amount of people that got the beta was like 1 out of 70. Even though it felt like a lot of people were playing, you have to realize, we only a few people got to touch the game. And myself and Clev, were lucky enough to get in the game. And I will I told people this is the best Street Fighter game I've ever touched. It's not even complete yet. It's just everything was amazing. Like it's a little bit of everything that I liked from all the past Street Fighter games, and new enough to keep me on my toes. Now, all right. So before we get into anything else, I just wanted to ask you.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
What character did you end up? I know you had a little bit of a character crisis, but what character did you end up playing the most? I guess.
Starting off with this game, I needed the character to grasp the mechanics, the flow of the game. Like, what does this game want me to play as? Like, how does it want me to play? Is it footsies? Is it like real close quarters, like Street Fighter 5? Like, what is this game? I don't know what it is, and what better character to do it with than with Ryu. So I ended up landing on Ryu simply because I want to know the language of the game.
Understood.
What am I supposed to be doing? What's the flow? Like I know Ryu's buttons off general principle because we've been playing Street Fighter since I was like 5. And Ryu essentially does the same thing, right?
Yeah.
You already know what's he going to do, so you really don't have to think about what moves combos into what if you've been playing Street Fighter as long as we have.
Right.
So I went to Ryu, and as soon as I went to Ryu, I started to understand slowly after a couple of matches. Oh, this game is not like any other Street Fighter I've played. This game, it is own game. It literally is its own thing, and you have to get used to it. But before we get too deep into the gameplay, let's go back and break down. How do you feel about the lobbies? Is it something that fun? Like, is it different? Is it necessary? What do you think?
Look, okay. Here's it definitely gave me like community vibes, like meaning that like you kind of have to go to the arcade to play people.
Yeah.
Isn't
it? I thought it was cool. I'm not gonna lie.
And what's funny is like, okay, so if you guys, a lot of you guys haven't seen inside the game, but if you've been watching the streams and whatnot, you'll notice that when you first log in, you have to choose a server. So usually like the first top 10 servers when we were playing were packed. Right. And you could always, and I think there was up to like 40 servers, like something crazy, right? Per region. There's a ton. So you could pick a region that's like quiet. So if you wanted to go to the quiet arcade and learn and not be bothered, you could go there, but you still had to deal with people sitting down and just challenging you.
Yo, why is it that I didn't even get a chance to?
Yeah.
Anywhere I sit, I would try to find, I would be the loner that I am and find the cab in the corner.
In the corner. Yeah.
and somebody would find me, man.
Well, okay, so there's easy ways to get to people. Like you can go in the menu and just like look to see who's doing what, and if someone's just like on a cab, you could like teleport right to the player. You could see your friends, or like everyone's like, yo, let's go hang out on server 23, and you could just all find your friends and like, go in there and goof around. It is cumbersome though, in the fact that like if you wanted to play casually, that you have to like, okay, let's go to server here and here. I don't know if they're gonna make an optimized system where you could just invite somebody. I hope that's the case. But either way, I thought it was a nice experience. I think the interface is nice. It's a little funky for stick players. I don't know if you know this, but
yeah, I mean, I mentioned that it's like you don't have that other analog stick to move the camera.
Yeah,
so that was something they have to adjust. They probably need a set camera above.
No, in the menu there's a thing that's like camera assist. You have to turn that on.
Okay, I didn't know that. See?
But on my PC, you can use your mouse. It was kind of weird. Anyway, but yeah, let's see what else. Lobby was pretty cool. You could teleport to people. You could
play other. There was old games in there.
Oh, right.
There was like some other 2D scroller action game. I forgot what it was.
I saw 3 games. Okay, no wait, my bad. I saw 2 games. I saw Final Fight and I saw Super Turbo. Did you see any other game that you could play?
I saw something like, I forgot the name of it, but it looked like Golden Axe. It was like in a side scroller action
like
game.
a beat 'em up.
Yeah, and I believe you had to use a token. I'm not sure what's that about. It said something about a token or coin.
Right. So when you win like rank matches, and you actually get some sort of currency.
Oh wow, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
that.
You didn't really play a lot of rank, did you?
Well, I only got up to like the 2nd star of gold.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I was mostly trying to just train, just understand the game. Like,
right. Yeah, I just went absolutely ballistic. I picked Chun-Li for like 5 minutes, and then I said, screw this. If you guys don't know, I'm a Street Fighter 5 master Chun-Li player. So then I picked Chun, and I don't like Chun, and then I just picked him. No, I picked Guile next. For like a minute, I was like, it's Guile, it's boring, right? And then I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna pick someone new. And I the hip hop drew me. I was like, this girl got a Walkman, bro. I was like, let me go touch this, Kimberly real quick. And I threw her on, and within like 2 minutes, I'm like, this is my character. And I did not play any other character for the rest of the beta. I just looked at my Steam on my computer, and I logged, let's see, 21.2 hours.
Wow.
Of the
with
game.
Just Kimberly?
So that 0.2. No, it's 21 point. I literally played 10 minutes of something of other characters. So it's 21 hours of straight Kimberly, and I got to like almost diamond in rank. Sick. Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay, so let's talk about the nooch.
Oh God.
I want your take on what you think the nooch is here. Okay. And that's not going to the mechanics, just the normals buttons in general.
All right. So
at first, I just want to say real quick. Yeah. At first, it took me getting some used to, man.
Okay.
A lot of the buttons are not plus; they're 0 or negative. There's only like 1 or 2 buttons for a character that's plus. Mm-hmm. So I was a little thrown off. Like, how do you felt about it?
Okay. So I mean, I can tell you from Kimberly's perspective, like it was hard. Because like Kim doesn't really have a really good poke. I think her best poke is standing medium kick, and that you can get something off that because it does link into specials. She has slide, which was nice. Now I found that for Kimberly, like her strongest normal, other than I think honestly her strongest normal in general was her sweep. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Her sweep.
No, it was good.
It was ridiculous. Like. It's the startup was like 8 frames. The recovery was so fast that if you missed the first sweep or they blocked it, you could just do it again.
So she's got some buttons, man.
Yeah. Jabs are really good in the game because you could block string like straight block string with just jabs, which is not like Street Fighter 5. There's more like Street Fighter 4. I guess it was a little refreshing just because if you want to keep someone on lockdown, you can. It does lead to specials. It doesn't lead to much damage, but the lockdown factor's there. It could lead to like drive impact and stuff. No stun is very interesting. Like in certain situations where you felt like you did enough damage, you're like, damn, that would have been stun in Street Fighter 5. Like
it would be over.
Yeah, that was really strange to have no stun. I'm sure we're gonna talk about drive system in a little bit, but yeah, in general, I felt like the neutral was a mix between 4 and 5, because like shimmy is still a big tool. Like shimmy is absolutely essential in this game. So it's very similar to 5, how like offense starting with shimmy was still really strong. Obviously, little bits of everything. Everyone can parry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that changes the game dramatically, and the way that you approach your defense and offense. Overall, I think it's actually a good change, and it keeps you very active. Like this game is like if you just sit there, if you're too patient, you're gonna die. If you're too active, you're also gonna die because you're gonna burn out. So it's kind of like you literally have to pay super attention to meters in this game. It's like if your eye's not on the meter, and you do something that that puts you in a burnout, like dude, you're in big trouble, especially if you're in the corner. Yeah,
I mean the game's neutral feels like, you're right, it feels like 4. You have length in your buttons. It's not stubby like 5. I really love the fact that they include some stuff from Street Fighter 5, but they tweaked it. Like the crush counter it's now something else, but it's not as like neutral killing as in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Like it's still there, but it's not like, oh, I don't want to press a button, I'm scared type of scenario.
Right.
But they still implement it. Like it's still, I forgot what they call in there, something punish counter or something.
Yeah.
You still get that big, collapse, and certain, if you DP, I think Ryu's is standing heavy. So if you DP'd and I block and I hit standing heavy, you're gonna crush, like, but not like Street Fighter 5. Some of them spin around, but you just crush, like buckle down.
Mm-hmm.
And in the neutral, if it happens in the neutral, you get like this little spin, but it kicks you further away.
Right.
So it's kind of like you kind of got to use some meter if you want to continue that damage.
Right.
So it's there. Like certain elements are there, both 4 and 5, and I think it's a great balance.
Yeah, I think
it's a great balance.
Yeah.
I think it's a great base to build upon. I think.
Right.
I think the neutral now, and mind you, this is an old beta, right? So we're playing old stuff. There's new versions of it.
That's correct.
So if they're building up on this, I think the neutral is going to be in good hands. Now, moving forward on the mechanics, and this mechanic I really love. And the reason why I love it, because it reminds me of Dudley's Duck Sway. And now everybody has one, almost. Right. It's just not upper body invincibility, but it's a duck sway, and you could dive in. So what we're talking about, I believe it's called Drive Rush.
Yeah. So if you guys are familiar with Street Fighter 4, it's basically the way you input it is like FADC, right? So you basically hold down
medium punch, medium kick, right?
Yeah, medium punch, medium kick, and then you dash out of it. Dash forward specifically.
Yeah, but that's the version if you want to dash from Nooch, but you don't necessarily need to do it, right? You can do it during a normal.
Yeah. Like
a block string dash, then dash forward. So how do you feel about that?
So I mean, to me, it's kind of natural because I really got into better as a fighting game player in Street Fighter 4. Out of all the games, even though I've been playing since Street Fighter 2. So like just having the mind frame to say like, hey, I can make myself plus here by doing this. And it just rekindles, like, I just have to be like, oh, like, I just actually think, like, just FADC, So for me, like, Kimberly, I think, like, she has enough tools to not have to do that in neutral, right? To not have to drive rush in neutral. But when I was doing it, I was doing in mix-up strings because she has, like, a target combo of light, medium, hard punch. And you can also do medium hard as a target combo. In a meaty situation, like after knockdown, I press those two, FADC or like drive rush out of it, and go low. I could go for overhead right there. There was like so many, just the fact that people aren't ready for it, and it's also plus. It's a new element of surprise. Like people who exclusively play Street Fighter 5 will probably have to adjust to that, to understanding like that can happen or how to react to it. But people who are used to Street Fighter 4, I think they'll actually be like closer to home.
Yeah. It felt like towards, like I didn't really catch on to it, but towards the end of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, because it was kind of hard. Like you have to say, for instance, you go standing heavy kick, right? You have to forward dash, it'll go into drive, but you have to immediately press the next button.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to do it right after, not when you think he's gonna be there. Which I was getting a little confused about it because that's how it felt like. That's how it was in 4. But once I understood that, I'm like, oh shit, standing heavy, forward dash, crouching heavy, forward dash, crouching heavy again, and then freaking super, then you're dead, bro. And then honestly, bro, I don't care what nobody says about Shoto's. Ryu is fucking awesome in this game.
So
he hits like a truck.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I thought like when I first started playing the beta, I thought all Ryu players were pushovers because I was just bodying every Ryu. And then I think on like the nighttime of day 2, all the Ryu players discovered this secret magic of freaking
Momochi.
Yeah, like how to charge up. What's that called? Like the Denjin. I don't even know what it's called.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I discovered that too. Yep. I discovered the Denjin.
Yeah, oh my, and then like you were just dead. Like you get hit, it was over. It was like 50 damage. And God forbid you got drive impacted. Oh my god. Speaking of that, good segue, right? So let's talk about drive impact.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about drive impact.
Yeah.
And, so I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Drive impact is indeed a little overpowered, but not by the I feel not by the move itself. Because to me, I'm a Street Fighter 4 player. It's like focus attack, right?
Right. Yeah, it's like
full it got that vibe for me. But the only thing I'm saying, it's I think the meter usage should be a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And like, because if you dash drive, you're killing half your drive meter.
Right.
Like you can't really, you could do it like two drives,
times,
and then you're done and you're tired. And on top of which, you gotta make sure you want that damage. So in Street Fighter 6, the high risk, high reward, I would say, is in how you use your meter.
Mm-hmm.
So, and do you want max damage? In return, you'll be vulnerable because you'll be tired and you'll be, how you say, you can get stunned in the corner and shit like that.
Yeah.
So
you could get the only way you could get stunned
if you're tired.
If you're in burnout, right? If you're in burnout and you get drive impacted.
Yes.
Yeah, then you're like dizzy, like you can't do shit. Yeah,
you're done. And it's in this game, the corner is not your friend. Like, you don't want to be in the corner whatsoever.
Get the hell out of there.
And my only thing about drive impact is I think it doesn't use enough drive meter. So what you get is a lot of people just tossing that bad boy out.
I played like a Ryu player during my run that only did fireballs and drive impacts.
And that's what I mean. Like,
and it worked.
A great move, and you shouldn't have that much accessibility to it. Like, there should be a little toned down, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad move. I don't think. I just think we're not conditioned to react to it yet. And I played a person who was conditioned to react to it, and it was like they were unstoppable. It was a Jamie player. He was hitting me with full screen dash rush overheads. It was insane.
Yeah.
And he called out every dash, every drive impact.
Mm-hmm.
He was waiting for it. Like his hand must have been hovering over a heavy kick and a heavy punch. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on it, John?
Same thing. I'm not going to go too much deeper into that. I just thought it was really strong in the corner because like it was kind of like a rinse and repeat situation because like you're right. It didn't take a lot of to do it wasn't that costly for the outcome. Yeah. Like the risk reward was like whatever. So like in the corner, I've seen people like, they do a little block string, they go to right in drive impact. Even if you neutral jump it or like you somehow get out of it, another one can come the same way. So basically like the corner, I felt it was too strong. Corner in neutral, it's whatever, in neutral, it's whatever. Cause you could block it in neutral, but the corner, it's crazy. Like it's basically strive wall splat.
Word.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And what's crazy is that what was happening to me is because like during a match, sometimes I wouldn't be able to see the corner, so I wouldn't know specifically how really close I was.
Right.
So so now, mind you, you get hit with drive impact, you kind of fly back a little, and if you're close enough to the wall, you're gonna still hit that wall,
and there's still plus,
and
right.
and the thing is that you're not aware that you're close because you kind of launch back a little far, actually.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I kept getting hit with stuff like that. I'm like, oh wait, I'm not even near the. Oh, boom, bounce in the corner, boom, super combo. I'm dead. Holy shit.
Yep, it's like 50 damage. So the thing that the better players that I was playing on ranked, they had meaty setups with drive impact. You get knocked down in a certain way, and they're still plus, and the drive impact is coming as you wake up. And you're just like, I think I was in a situation like that, and there was no way I could have parried in time. Like, or I don't know, maybe I don't really know,
Yeah,
at this point. I don't really know, but I just knew that was crazy. I'm like, yo, that's cheap. Like, you felt it was cheap. Like, how can you possibly counter that, But you can counter it. You can drive impact, their drive impact. You could perfect parry it too.
Yeah, you could perfect parry. I didn't really dabble with too much of the perfect parry yet, but I would love to learn how to really use it. And I feel that once people master that, that's where the game is gonna shine and be so hype.
Yeah,
like
man.
because you could get really big damage in this game. And I have to say that I am not against it. It really feels like you're gonna hit somebody really hard. The supers feel amazing to land every time. Dude, I would do low forward EX donkey kick into level 3 super, and that was like guaranteed plus 40% more. Like at least 48. I don't know. It was guaranteed to win. If your bar was in gold, and I low forward you, or from half screen that drive dash into low forward, which is a pretty awesome thing to do, and I landed it one time, and then into super, bro. A matter of fact, bro, after watching Momochi's Ryu, I realized that I was not playing well.
Yeah.
He was optimizing. It was like he had the game for 3 weeks already.
Right.
It's insane.
I felt that way when I saw Sonic Fox do that one combo on I think he was playing Goichi in Japan. And by the way, we didn't even talk about netcode, bro. Netcode is ridiculous.
Yeah. What is else to say? Godlike.
Yeah, it's finally. Thank you, Capcom. I mean,
thank you, Capcom.
Yeah, how long has it been? Sheesh.
And they're doing it right. And shout outs to the rematch button that takes 1 second.
Facts. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah. So all right, what else we got?
I think we tackled all the mechanics so far.
Yep.
And lastly, what's your overall thought of the beta?
The beta was good. I think it was it did exactly as they prescribed. We're gonna test out the load on the servers. There were a couple hiccups, but what closed beta doesn't have hiccups? When it was running beautiful. The one thing I didn't mention that I really liked was the return of different level supers.
And then tell me why.
I mean, like, think about this. When's the last time we had different level supers? Like Alpha, you have a level 1 super.
Oh yeah.
And you have a level 2 super, and then you have a critical art level 3 super. So it's like it's just cool because it's a different way to balance the game. It's like, okay, like I just say you have 2 bars, right? You're like, okay, I have enough for level 2, but do I save it? Do I wait for the third one? And because remember those super meters were independent from the drive meter. So we're used to seeing super meters, in tandem with EX, right?
Facts.
So EX is gone, right? That's called overdrive now. So overdrive is now EX, and that's built into the top meter. So if you throw an EX fireball, it drains from the top meter. It doesn't drain your super meter. So it's different, and those things, like, once I got used to that, I'm like, oh wow, that's another like mini mind game you got to deal with, like, which super do I burn out? Do you just want to get one super all the time and burn it? And there's a lot you could do. So the game is very thoughtful in that sense. Like, low level players won't really unlock the game until they start understanding these higher concepts of, like, beyond the meta, beyond the footsie based game, the neutral. Like, there's this other game baked in with, like, the drive system plus also using the your super meter down there. So, but overall, I had a great time. Like I said, I've never done a stream more than like maybe 4 hours, 5 hours in my life. And day one, I streamed like 11 hours. It was ridiculous. I played 21 hours of the damn game. That's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, you wouldn't play a game that long if you didn't enjoy it, right?
Facts. Okay, my overall it was a success in every way possible. Like they needed to test the netcode, they did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they fixed the net, they fixed the servers as the beta was going. Like every hour they'd be like, okay, we're down, we're back up, we're down,
Mm-hmm.
we're back up. So to me, I think it was a massive success. I mean, overall, my experience at the beginning, I struggled a lot. Because I had like that Street Fighter 5 mindset. Just hit the plus buttons, medium. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, like you said, like you just noted, the your EX moves are now burning the drive meter, which takes some getting used to. It's for me, it did not. I had to keep doing it. Like, oh man, I'm burning drive, bro. I'm not burning bar. I'm not burning butter. This is crazy. What is this? But it's great. It's different. And then it's like at first I was frustrated, and then I kept playing, and then I couldn't go away. Then I kept playing. I started learning. And then every time I jumped on, I learned, and moved. I'm like, bro, if this is the base of what Street Fighter 6 is going to be, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think all these mechanics and all these, the drive itself, I think they're going to lead to individual expressions of people playing a character this time around.
Yeah,
which was awesome in 4. Like,
yes.
you had different Kens,
right?
You had different, Ryus. They played different,
right?
And they won that way. They played the way they know how to play, and they won that way. And I believe this game, you can do that for yourself. You manage that drive bar, bro. You manage it.
Yeah.
You can really win this game with some footsies, bro. There's ways to get out of those. There's what is this? There is no infinites or something like that, right? Something happens where it says lock, and you can't do no more of the combo.
I never saw that, but I mean, I'll believe you.
Yeah, it's there. It's in there. I forgot how it works specifically, but like if you're doing a certain amount of mix-ups, then you can't keep doing it. It'll eventually say it's lock or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll take away like those how you say those invincible, what is those infinite moves or whatever they're called. I forgot what they're but I think this is an awesome base to build a fighting game, and I'm very happy. I'm happy that Street Fighter, I wish Nart was here to say it. It felt like an old girlfriend coming back, and it felt good, and it felt like you guys are working it out. This is in the words of Nart.
Shout out to Still Devious.
Your old
Still
girlfriend,
devious.
she left. She had a little bit of go up. She came back into your life, and you're working it out, and you're back in love again with Street Fighter. Feels good. Shout out to Nart for that. That's his quote.
I think shout out to Still Devious. My final thought, and I think this game is very free. Like when I was playing Kimberly, we played, right? I was like rapping, like, it felt like I was like flowing, like I was, like my movements, like I was like, very expressive. And like, even when I played other Kimberlys, they don't play like I play. It was very free. Like Street Fighter 5, you were basically on a train. It's like, okay, you got to jump in. This is the best thing to do, because if you don't do this, it's not optimal and it's stupid to not do this. Like you do this string, and then you're going to be plus, and then you do, your little 50-50 from there. But it's like, it was like you're on a train, it's like you couldn't get off the track. This game was free flowing, and it's because everyone's gonna make their own different decisions on how they use the meter. So, this is what I was kind of hoping for, just like the freedom. But I'm glad. I mean, if this is like you said, if this is the base for what we get to experience over the next couple of years, I think the Street Fighter community and the fighting game community in general, it's in a good spot. Like, I personally, you guys know this, my career is based on the fighting game community right now, and knowing like. Imagine the game was crap, right? I might have to go find like another. I have to go back to corporate America,
Oh my god!
But now, oh my god. So anyway, thank you Capcom for doing that.
Yeah, thank you Capcom. Thank you Capcom creators for blessing us with these codes.
Shout out to Happy Balrog.
Yeah, Happy Balrog.
Happy Balrog in the Capcom creators Discord. That person is hustled all weekend to make sure all the creators got the code. So I want to shout out Happy Balrog. Yeah,
no, I mean, I'm excited. And all I have to say is I can't wait for your boy Geef to pull up.
Oh, dude.
You know how I feel, baby.
Yo, I think I might go back to my yoga roots in Street Fighter 2. I think I might play Sim and Kim.
Sim and Kim.
Yeah,
Perfect
like
combo.
the OD rushdown and the you know and the lockdown. Oh my god, I don't even know. We'll
And
see.
they all look, and they all look. I mean, they all look awesome.
Right.
I like the way they look. I love their supers. Again, I must emphasize, when you hit somebody in this game, you feel like you hit them, bro.
Right.
It's dope. Okay, and closing out, we would like to thank our Discord family.
Yes.
Man, pretty awesome folks.
Right.
And just want to thank you guys for listening and always showing love to us, always showing support.
Yep.
I mean, we could not be more thankful for you guys, building the community, maintaining the community,
Right.
make sure it's good. It really means a lot to us. And I'm pretty sure a lot of our Discord community is going to be listening to this specific podcast. So I just want to say thank you if you're listening. Please share. Please, share with your friends.
However you listen to podcasts, make sure to sub. Also, everyone that purchased a Espada or a B&B, I gotta say thank you. My kids say thank you, so I appreciate that. You keep us busy with artwork. Me and Clev. I mean, we still have. Oh my gosh, we have this commission queue. That's still like 10 deep, and like we're not even.
We got other things. We just got something else today, so it's like next year's gonna be lit.
Yeah, guys. I mean, we've worked with Combo Breaker, Evo. Yeah. Oh my God, we didn't even talk about Evo, dude. I did the official Evo snack box, and the headphones that you guys saw on the Evo top 8s that all the players were wearing on every top 8. I designed those. Like, dude, it's getting crazy. And we, Red Bull Subway Showdown. We're a part of.
We forgot to talk about that.
Yeah. Oh my God. And we did a lot since we
gotta
last
do another one.
But
I guess we gotta do another.
If 2022 was the template for 2023, I think we'll have a good year next year. So we'll see what's up. Fact. But with that said, thank you guys. Again, apologies for the long wait for this episode. But hopefully we'll hit you with another overhead soon. It's your boy jonyfraze.
Yes, sir, and it's your boy Clev.
And we out of here. Critical Art Podcast.
Peace.
Peace.